All right, February 27th, 2025. This is my reading of Numbers chapter 2 and chapter 3 of reading the Bible in a year chronologically. Um, again, Numbers, it's all about the setup, right? God gave order for the clans and how they were to be set up, and it was huge. Holy cow. This is kind of mind-blowing as far as when you look at the sheer number of people that were he was dealing with and how he set it up. And he set it up to the north, to the south, and not too close to the tabernacle. And the Levites weren't part of that. They were supposed to take care of the tabernacle, so they must have been like, did I gather that right? That they were kind of camped around the tabernacle, and then to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west were the other tribes. I think I caught that right. But again, nobody unauthorized could be near the tabernacle, or the sanctuary. It says, I don't know about the tabernacle. And anyway, they had to be. It's God's holy. He is true. He is holy. He is perfect. Man, I ah, just blown away by the sheer numbers of people there and what they were to do and how it was organized, and God provided for them the whole step of the way. I mean, the water alone for that many people, plus their animals and everything else, just again, millions, over a million people. When you think about the 603,000 that were the men, then you add in the women and um, the others. Let's see, women and children, and I think, how did that count go? It was no, I gotta look back. Hmm. Let's see. A year after, then we got to go to yesterday's reading. What are you doing, dog? Um, a year after Israel's departure from Egypt, the Lord spoke to Moses in the tabernacle in the wilderness on the first day of the second month of that year. He said, from the whole community of Israel, record the names of all warriors by their clans and families. List all men 20 years old or older who are able to go to war. Don't include so those are 20. So you look at the younger kids and the women. That's a pretty significant number. Got to be. I need to double that 603,000. The order. But then we look at the Levites, and the way they counted Levites was different. They counted Levites. Let's see. The Lord spoke to Moses. Record out the name of the members of Levi, the tribe of Levi, by their families and clans. List every male who was 1 month or old, 1 month old or older. Huh. And so we had 7,500, 8,600, and 6,200 males 1 month or older. And we get that. I didn't do the math on that one, but 2,200 male, or 22,000 males. So the Levite clan was smaller, considerably smaller for some reason than any of the other clans. And that was even including more people. I think your smallest clan up to that point, looking back at just comparing numbers, we're in numbers, so that makes sense. Um, your smallest clan up to that point was Manasseh at 32,000. Then Benjamin, 35,000. Hmm. But 22, and that was warriors. So the tribe of Levi was quite a bit smaller, but it was enough. It was enough to carry all the pieces and parts of the tent, and all the parts, the holy, all the pieces, plus their own stuff. I mean, that's the other thing to keep in mind. But think of 8,600 males that were responsible for the care of the sanctuary. So they would have to tear it down, put it up, um, set up the ark. 7,500 males were in charge of uh, the area to the east of the tabernacle for their camp. What did they say they were supposed to do? Oh, they were in charge of the sacred tent with its layers, its covering, the curtains, all of that. And then we get the 6,200 that were in charge of the pillars, the bases, and all the equipment related to their use. So it's all split up. 22,000 males, and then we get the 22,273 firstborn sons in all of Israel. So total and firstborn. But there were 13 tribes, or 12 tribes compared to one. So I guess, yeah. So the difference of 273, they give you the math, and you had to pay 5 pieces of silver. So who paid the 5? That's my question. And where did the 5 pieces of silver go? That was 1,365. And I did check the math on that one. That one just math out. That's what it took. So where did Moses give this? He gave that for the redemption. Oh, he gave it to 2 Aaron and his sons, just the Lord. Okay, so he collected it from the tribes and then he gave it to Aaron and his sons. Okay, all right, that was my question. Yeah. Anyway, but my takeaway is this: God has order and He has a plan, and when we follow that plan, it works out. And even when it seems so huge and so insurmountable, and He'll distribute the work over plenty of people. So we have to do our work. He's going to call us to work, and He's going to help us to do the work, and He's going to give us people that are doing part of the job, but we have to do our job. Find out what that job is. Let's seek the Lord on our work and our job and to serve Him. We're going to, part of that could be just doing our daily job. All the people had a place in a way. So God is good, and He has a plan, and He takes care of things in a way that we can't even understand. So let's continue to go forth and seek His wisdom in all things and seek His guidance. And I don't know that we need to try to understand what His purpose for everything is or not, but know that He has a purpose. Believe in that purpose. Believe in the truth of His promise. That's my takeaway today.